Hey, beautiful people. Just wanted to come on and share a message with you that I feel like I've been being nudged to share. It's been coming a lot in my dreams, and I just feel like my guides are really kind of urging me. There's probably many people out there, or a select few people out there that are concurrently feeling similarly, where you're coming to a stage on your journey as an empath that is actually the final stage right before you're rising, right before like the phoenix rises. And what I'm sensing is it's the energy of an awakened empath, the energy of the radiant empath. This empath who at once, like at one point, used to really absorb light and really need other people's approval and to feel seen by others, to feel like they were worth something, like they were worthy, like they were shining, right? But now the awakened empath or the radiant empath is more about shining from inside, so not trying to kind of get that validation from the outside, but has done the work, the shadow work, the facing of the parts of themselves that may have felt unworthy without um, receiving this acceptance, this feeling of belonging, this feeling like they were able to fix someone or help someone or rescue someone and then feel worthy. To this energy has transformed, like has been pulled from the outside in. And so now where we sought validation outside, we find it inside. And so, I mean, I feel like I'm currently on this kind of wave, and I know that if you're here, you're probably getting this message because you're there too. You're in this space, and it might, if it's not here yet, it's like about to happen. That's what my guides are kind of letting me know, and having me share with you, because maybe you feel stagnant, maybe you feel stuck, maybe you feel like things aren't changing. But I'm here to be the messenger, to remind you that if you're a highly sensitive being and you know that you're here to like shift the consciousness of humanity in some big way, and you feel like you've been moving through the years and you've been cycling through, different stages of empathy, where or being in like a highly sensitive being, where you might have been in a lot of enduring a lot of drama and trauma, and then you rose up out of that, and then you were able to kind of create something from that suffering. But I'm here to tell you that if you feel like you've gotten knocked down so many times and you've risen up again, and now, right now, you feel like you're down, you're knocked down, you're about to rise up into your highest power. Hi, thank you. And yeah, I just got kissed by my dog when I said that. And I feel like that was affirmation of just the truth that I just spoke. It's like, yes, you really are about to rise into your highest power and your highest timeline. And the word that just came was catapult. You're being catapulted into your highest timeline. And if you don't feel it, it's because spirit's like helping you do it behind the scenes. Yeah, there's just this sense of like being an highly sensitive, empathic person is, it's hard. It's very hard. It's the sensitivity overload is definitely something that, until you can learn to create boundaries for yourself, and until you can use it more as your superpower versus this almost burden. It feels like a burden because it's so heavy and or it can feel so heavy because you're drawing in and soaking up the emotions of everyone else. Until you can use it as a superpower, what's happening is there's inside of you, there's an alchemical process that's happening. So whether you know it or not, evolution is going to have the alchemy of your base material, your lead, which is, this highly sensitive, um, it's almost like a tuning fork, but it's not a tuning fork yet, right? So as an empath, you have a highly attuned nervous system, and really when it's not turned into a tuning fork to kind of channel information, it's just drawing in information from everywhere, and it's drawing in emotions and energy from everywhere, whether it's polluted energy or vibrant energy. So there's no filter, basically. So there's stages to this alchemical process, and what I was shown was that, I mean, in alchemy, there's many different stages. It can be 3 stages, it can be 7 stages, it can be 12 stages, but basically I was shown the basic 3 stages of the empath's awakening. And the first one is really around suffering, and it's around feeling like you draw in all this information without this filter, because really it was a defense mechanism to helping you stay safe. You felt like if you were able to keep everyone happy and comfortable, and if you knew and sensed someone's energy before even they did, you could react and you could give this person or this situation, you could fix this situation or help this person maybe change their energy so that you would stay safe. That's kind of what the incognito goal of the empath is. So, but what you're doing is you're creating more suffering for yourself at that stage, because it's impossible to just live like that, to walk on eggshells and to sense into other people's energy and see, what can you do to ensure that there's going to be peace around you? What can you do to ensure that this person is going to be satisfied and happy and fulfilled? So basically, you're abandoning your own authority and sense of safety and peace by giving the power away and saying, I'm only safe if this other person is content, or if this other person is seeing me in a positive light and is saying that they approve or they accept me or that I belong now. So that's the first stage. Now, I know that like no one here is in that stage at this point, because we're moving forward as a collective, and we're needed as highly intuitive and sensitive beings. And so even our spirit guides are like just helping us move through this stage. And if you're there, you're about to shift into the next kind of dimension and the next level, the next stage of the alchemical process. And that would be more of like this pause or stasis, or I mean, I see in my mind's eye the hangman card um, in the tarot, where everything is just stagnant because there's no like moving on. Like that is just, it's not serving you anymore. And so whether you encountered a situation that was felt like you were in so much pain that you couldn't move anymore. It's like it created a paralysis inside of you, like an emotional paralysis or even a physical paralysis. Maybe there was a handicap that came in, or an ailment or a dis-ease, something that came through the body to let you know that this isn't the way that you're meant to move forward. Um, yeah, there's just this energy of stagnation and congealed energy where you're like almost stuck in mud and you can't move forward. You're being blocked from moving forward in anymore in that way. Because your body can't take it anymore. Your body can't take all that pollution. It's overwhelmed, it's overstimulated, and it's now it's time to heal, to rest, and to regenerate. And sometimes in that stage, you do feel like you can't really move forward and you feel like you can't even do the healing. But just know that if you feel that way, spirit's doing that for you anyway. Evolution and just the process of life itself, the impulse of life is doing that for you. And then you would move, that would catapult you. And I know it doesn't feel like it would be a catapulting into the next stage, but I'm sensing that like that's what's happening right now. Like evolution isn't waiting anymore. It's catapulting us into the next level of who we're meant to become because we're shifting, like our whole consciousness is shifting right now. And not for everyone, but for the ones who are highly sensitive for sure. Like if you yeah. Anyway, so I'm just saying that that's the second stage, and um from there you move into this stage where it is like the rising phoenix, right? So you're during that time of purification and where you were just kind of in stasis and you weren't able to move and you weren't able to shine your light in any way because you were basically keeping it to yourself finally. Your light wasn't going out to other people, and you were forced to do that. You were forced in that kind of situation because you weren't able to move forward like that anymore. It wasn't serving you, wasn't serving anyone else. You were catapulted into this next dimension, or you're about to be. That's the message I'm getting. And that dimension is this dimension of the awakened empath. And it's so needed and it's so important and it's so beautiful. And I'm just excited because I feel like there's a rising up of this right now. There's this rising up of the awakened, radiant empath where instead of seeking the approval outside and seeking this feeling of I'm only worthy or I'm only powerful if I'm able to do this or change this situation or rescue this situation and this person and help this person heal. And it's like you are more just at peace with radiating the sun and your power from within. So there's no grasping, and there's also a filter on your channels, your receiving channels. There's like a big filter and almost like there's protection around you. So either you've created that intentionally with your mind or it's just been done for you. And that is such a beautiful place to be. And so yeah, I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck. I've just been kind of like holding my cards and shuffling them. The radiant empath. I mean, look at that light. I mean, coming through, and it's like the sword, right? It's the sword energy. So it cuts through any bullshit. It it doesn't it has no tolerance for fake, false power. It doesn't need the approval of anyone else. It feels golden and bright and shiny and powerful and beautiful all on its own. And I just feel like that's what's coming through I'm here to remind you that you're either entering this phase or you're just at the end of this kind of like phase of pause, and it could feel like death. It could be actual a physical death around you of someone. It could be something that stopped you dead in your tracks and you weren't able to do much. But I'm telling you, what's awaiting you is this, and this feeling of like, not only are you receiving light into you, but you're like shining the light out of you. So it's completely power inverted. It's no longer out there trying to seek it and bring it inside of you. It's inside of you and it's pouring out of you. You're like the sun, an illuminated, a radiant empath who now, just with your presence alone, is able to heal, is able to fix, is able to bring um, an energy, a presence of healing and love. So it's like an effortless healing. You're not even needing to do all these backflips, and I'm just seeing somersaults and cartwheels and back bends and all these gymnastics to help the world. Like you are helping the world by being who you are, and it's effortless, and it's you're just radiating this powerful light. Like the clouds have parted and you are the sun that is just coming through the clouds, and you're outshining even just the brightest stars. Like you're the sun. So I just want to celebrate you for that, for getting there. And if you haven't gotten there, I want you to know that this message, I'm sure you have found it, because this is about to happen for you. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to do a poll, a card poll, for what else you have to that is awaiting you in this era of, or this chapter, or this cycle. I mean, I feel like it's an era, you know. I feel like once you reach that stage, I mean, the the most of the suffering that you've experienced, and there may be some final like tests that you have to move through, but at this stage you're so sure of who you are, and your light shines so bright, and you can merge with higher consciousness and solar Christ consciousness so easily that you know what to do if you feel like wobbly, um if you feel like someone's trying to steal your light, or if they're not treating you with respect, someone's not treating you with respect, or there's drama and chaos around you, it doesn't phase you anymore. You're the sword. You are aligned with the masculine consciousness of the sun, that solar energy. And so, and it doesn't mean that you are dismissing the feminine. The feminine needed to be integrated with the masculine within you in order to get to this place. But that feminine is not over, it's not spilling over anymore. And it's not trying so hard. So yeah, it's it's really a powerful stage to be at, and you can do your best work in this stage because your true authentic light is shining forth. So spirit, what does this person need to know about this stage? A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. For all you empaths, for all you light workers, chosen ones, star seeds, whatever you want to call yourself, and this collective of beings who really value the state of the earth and where we're going and where we're heading, and can see this higher vision of, you know, humanity being actually like filled with harmony and creativity and beauty. And I'm just seeing like the new earth, I'm seeing like animals being like free. And um it's like that prayer, may beings everywhere be happy and free. Like that made real, that's the vision that we have, and that is happening. If we can all get to this stage and we have this vision as awakened empaths, we can get there so much quicker. So yeah, I'm really excited for us. I'm excited for you. You've done so much hard work. Your heart has gone through so much. And I just want you to know that you're really protected and you are really supported in the spirit realm. If you're still in this place of stagnancy and kind of congealed energy where you feel like you can't move forward, it's going to come to an end. And then you're going to have this spark. You're going to have this spark of inspiration, this almost like glow up from within. And it's just going to take hold. And it might take a minute to start it to, start going, and like the wheels to start to turn. But once you have the spark within, that's like the pure spark, right? That's like the the holy spark inside of you. And it's just going to grow and grow and grow from there. And I just keep seeing that card of the sword with the illumination of the sun from behind and connected to the cosmic light, just parting the sky, the clouds. Like that's who you're becoming. So just keep the vision of that and hold the vision of the new earth, 5D, here we come. Just keep holding that vision, and we are getting there. And it's not going to take as much time, because time is really a creation of um it's created by human beings trying to like live in a world and fit schedules into their daily lives. When you align energetically with a world that you want and a life that you want, time has like nothing on that. An energetic alignment is what I'm hearing. Energetic alignment is just way more powerful than any kind of timeline would be. So just keep that in mind. And let's see, maybe one more pull just to spirit, one last message, the collective. Swiftness, yeah. So I feel like that's what was coming through just at the end. It's like, look at the rainbow, look at the sun, that light, that this is you. And once you have that solar kind of awakened radiance and power within, once that stage has been reached, that's called energetic alignment. And then from there, everything can just start to be created like this. So swiftness, like you don't need time to be on your side. You will see a shift before before your time is up in this lifetime. Like I always used to think, well, I'll just do this work even if I don't see anything happen. And that's okay too. That's an okay attitude to have. But I kind of want to see the animals free. I want to see um my life, the life of my loved ones, the lives of others around me and around the globe in this much more advanced, kind of harmonious, balanced, beautiful, fertile place. And the state of the earth, I want to live to see that. Like that would fill my soul up with so much joy. And I just feel like as we're ascending, like it's happening so fast right now that once you reach that third stage as an awakened empath, a radiant empath, it's all going to just start clicking. Everything's going to start happening. Everything, purpose, life, love, all those different areas of your life are going to align very fast. So you have a lot of good in store for you, and it's coming quickly. I hope that message helped you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.